Hi everybody, it's Mandy with Discover Your Energy, and I'm just sitting here with my belly dancer girl. This is a painting of mine that I love that I did a while back, and it plays into what we're working with this month coming up, the month of October, and this exciting new idea that came to me in meditation dealing with let's take a topic each month and let's see how we can shift our energy. And this picture actually embodies something that I experienced a long time ago when I was feeling really stuck. I was really struggling. I was a homebody and I was working from home, and I really had no friends that I connected with, and I was kind of feeling out of shape also from working from home. You guys know this, like you work all day long, you're sitting in a chair sometimes and working on the computer, and you're all tense and tight, and my thighs were just like kind of like filling up the chair. And at some point I was like, okay, I need something different. I need something else. And belly dance had been something that had been nagging at me for so many years. It was something that I looked at from afar and admired and was like, oh, it's so beautiful, but I could never do that. I mean, I just immediately went into that automatic programming of I could not do that. And really, I could, but there was something like programming, some kind of programming or bad habit that I had, that I was just automatically judging or automatically going to a place of, no, I can't do that. As soon as I thought maybe, I saw something interesting, I went right into a no on it. And I didn't even know I was doing that at the time. Okay, now I know, now I'm aware because I do meditation work and I'm more aware about the things that I go right into. And I have the opportunity now to work on those things, and give them love and give them attention and shift them. And that's what this month will be all about. And these coming months will be all about for you guys. I'm so excited because now we're going to have the opportunity to put some of these things, these tools into action. And you guys will be able to start making shifts and changes, and seeing things in the positive for yourselves. And all it takes is becoming aware of what you're doing. And right now, what that is a habit for you. Okay, so that's this month coming up. What we're going to be talking about is habits and noticing things. So I want you to start noticing some automatic things, and I like to use the word programming. You can use another word, whatever works for you, but I like to use the word programming for that, because to me it's like we're little computers walking around and we have this programming in us. Sometimes it comes from society, sometimes it comes from our parents, sometimes it comes from past lives that we've had and we've experienced things and it's embedded in us, and we just keep carrying it down the lineage. And as soon as something comes up as divine guidance for us, what do we revert to? Our programming. And that's just all wiring in our brain. Okay, that's just habits that have bad habits most of the time, that have formed. And successful people have learned to retrain their brain. They've learned to form good habits, and they've learned to be aware of their programming and shift it. So how does this tie into belly dance? Okay, I was telling you back in the day when I was working from home, I admired these belly dancers, and I thought, no way, there's no way, I can't do that. And I was getting really down. I was really depressed, really lonely, and just kind of like, just kind of doing my thing every day, but not feeling really great. And something inside of me kept nagging about this belly dancing. And I was like, okay, all right, I will check out some classes and see if there's anything around, hoping that I wouldn't find anything, right? But I did. And I went and checked out a couple, and there was one in particular that, I went to the class, and there was something just about the teacher, and that she was so nurturing and loving and patient. And I knew I needed that because I was being pretty hard on myself. And she would say things in the class that would make me stop, and change my thinking. And she would say encouraging things like, okay, we're doing these moves, but know that your body's going to feel really strange. Everything you're doing, it's going to take you a couple of months for your body to start feeling like this is normal, because this is a totally new thing. And really, everything she was saying had to do with what we struggle with our habits and our brain and our wiring. Sometimes we're so built into doing something a certain way just because of our brain and the programming that we have. And you have to take some time to push beyond that and be patient with yourself. And she was talking about layers too in the class, which I really love. When you do belly dancing, you have to take your time and do things in layers. So you learn one move and you practice it over and over. And when you have that move down, you add a new layer to it. And that's exactly what you do with forming good habits and getting rid of bad habits, okay? It's one thing at a time, and just being nurturing and patient through those things. And I kept going to belly dance. I gave it a shot, I gave it a chance. And it took me probably about 2 months to totally feel like, okay, I'm doing it, because the first 2 weeks I wanted to give up. I was like, I can't move my body this way. My body does not want to move the way that the way that you're showing me. I'm like, it ain't happening. But I knew that there was a reason that I was admiring the people that were doing this dance. There was something about it that seemed enjoyable, and it was a goal. It was something that I had set out as a goal for a long time. And so that's what I'm saying. For this month of October, we're going to take maybe one thing, all right? And we're going to work on getting rid of the old programming, and we're going to set in its place something different. And we're going to start working through the layers a little at a time, okay? And so what I want you to do is pick something that's enjoyable, because that's a trick to doing this. You don't want to pick something that's torture, okay? Like a lot of you, I know you want to become more fit, and you're like, I'm picking boot camp. That's okay. You could do that, but let's pick something that you would bring you some joy, okay? If you think boot camp will be that thing, then go for it. But I want you to pick something that is something you've been kind of like, maybe I could do that, but I don't know. That's what I want you to go for. I want you to pick something like that, okay, for the month of October. And that's going to be your thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply our meditation and our energy tools to that thing. Okay? So we're going to bring awareness to it. We're going to break it down, and we're going to really bring some slow, which I like to call Zen energy to it, which is mindfulness to that thing. We're going to work on bringing in layers, and adding in positive layers to it. We're going to work with affirmations, we're going to work with meditation, and I'm going to do energy work with you guys, which is going to be really exciting because that's something I didn't have back then, but it's something that can totally transform this and make it so much easier for you. Because with energy work, what's happening is we're breaking down the blocks. We're breaking apart the stagnant energy. We're becoming aware of it, and it's releasing from you. And then what does that allow for? That allows for divine energy to come in. So I don't want you to worry if you don't have that thing yet. If you are unsure, if you're like, I don't even know what I want to do, that's okay. What we're going to do the first week in October, we're going to do some energy work and we're going to clear out the old stuff. And you will find that once that's cleared out, some divine guidance is going to come in. And in the middle of one of the sessions, you're going to see how we clear it out and how that makes way for this information, this divine information to come to you, okay? So I'm really excited for you guys on this. I can't wait for you to start. And just be thinking, because we're not yet quite at October, but I want you to be thinking about what is that thing that I want to go for, okay, for the month. Kind of bake with it a little bit. If it's something that's a challenge, that's okay, but remember, we want to try to make it something that's joyful for you, all right? Okay, so if you want to, you can share what your idea is in the comments below. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to message them or shoot them over to me. But otherwise, I'm really excited for you guys. I can't wait to see the changes at the end of October for you guys on this. And we're going to be doing this all with habits, okay? This month of October is all about habits. So that's going to be the theme, and you're going to see how we can shift your habits, all right? Thanks so much, and much love to you guys. Bye.